All right, thank you very much for staying tuned. It is still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions, right here on Flow 94.9 FM. Interesting first half we had with Senator Mao Hokwambungwa. Let's move on now, talk about the People's Democratic Party. I told you that it's a two-legged program today, and we have Barrister David Iroh joining us this morning. He was suspended by his party as the secretary of the party in Abia State. Barrister, glad to have you join us, and thank you very much for speaking to us on the platform this morning on Flow FM.
Thank you very much, and you're welcome.
You're welcome. Sir, based on events that have played out, do you mind sharing with us what really transpired, your own side of the story, and whether and what you feel about the decision of your party suspending you?
Well, the story that the event that played out last week,
yes,
with respect to my suspension, is very, very funny. I had cause to say the truth about what happened with respect to our 3-man ad hoc delegate congress, which, to the best of my knowledge, did not hold. It did not hold anywhere in Abia State. I was with the chairman. The first day it was supposed to hold on the 30th of April, and because of a court order restraining us from conducting that congress, the congress did not hold that day. Okay. The next day, the order was vacated very late on that day, and because of that, our national body could not send people to come and monitor it. So it was shifted for the next day, which was supposed to be on the Saturday. We all came and we were in the office. We waited throughout that Saturday. Nobody came. INEC did not come. Our people from Abuja did not come. And then we vacated. Chairman, as our chairman, Right Honorable Orwell Asifo-Okere, PhD,
yes,
told us that we should go, that another day will be fixed for the Congress. And we left. On Tuesday, being the Salah holiday, we gathered again on the instruction of the chairman that we are going to hold the Congress. We all came, and luckily for us, people came from Abuja that we suspected to be the people that were supposed to supervise the Congress.
Okay.
So when they came, we were there trying to familiarize with them before we had noise of people that were protesting downstairs. So I came down to address the people. While we were addressing them, those people that came from Abuja left. And that was all that I knew about them. Thereafter, at about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, the chairman told us that the INEC could not come because that day was a Salah holiday, that we should go, that the Congress will be rescheduled. So we left on that information, and that was the much I knew about the Congress. Eventually on Thursday, on Wednesday, we all came to the office again. We received another counter protest in support of the chairman, another solidarity protest in support of the chairman. We came and received them. We were in the office on throughout Wednesday, nothing happened. On Thursday morning, the US and Abia State declared that Thursday a public holiday. This information are in the public domain. They declared it a public holiday for workers to go and participate in the voters registration exercise. So that day, at about 7 a.m., I had a call like this, like I'm doing now,
yes,
asking me about the situation of 3-man ad hoc delegates in Abia State. When I got that call, in all honesty, in my innocence, I said we have not heard that Congress, just like I'm saying now.
Okay.
I narrated all the incidents that happened, what I said, and that was all. I didn't know that I committed any offense. And of course, as the secretary of a great party, there was no way anything could have happened to that effect without my knowledge.
All right.
Whether it will be to my interest or not, I should be privy to the fact that something like that has happened. So I am not aware that anything must have happened on that fateful Thursday morning at about 7:30 in the morning. I granted that interview. That press interview.
Yes, that press interview.
Yes, my phone. I was still in my bedroom, and I simply told them that it never happened. So by that Thursday in the afternoon, our chairman called us that we are going to have emergency meeting. We all conversed. Of course, our office was not open, so we waited outside, believing that when the chairman comes, we will begin to see if we can converse. We later had a message that the meeting was not going to hold again, and we departed. It was there and then that it came to my knowledge that something.
Barrister David.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh goodness! All right, we're going to return to him. We've been speaking with. Oh, interesting. Anyways, that's some network hiccups there. We're going to return to Barrister David Iroh there. He's sharing his side of the story. Remember that earlier this month, the People's Democratic Party Abia State suspended him, and that he should proceed on 1 month suspension. Because amidst the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party in Abia State, and that suspension was with effect from the 10th of May 2022 for acting outside the purview of his office, which caused an embarrassment to the image of the party. I'm quoting from the statement released to the public by the PDP in Abia State, signed by the vice chairman of the party and the chairman of the Abia North, Elder Abraham Ama. So much is happening in the party. We're trying to return to Barrister David Iroh, but seems to have issues with the connection, though. But then we will get across to him so that we can find out. I think he's back. Barrister, can you hear me? We had issues with the network here. Can you hear me?
You loud and clear.
Yes. Oh, great. Just finalize your thoughts. You're explaining the your side of the story because your party said you were suspended for 1 month for acting outside the purview of your office.
So it was on that Thursday afternoon that I came to know that something was going wrong, and I was not aware. So I had to do a letter to the national body of our party, telling them that in case anything like this happened, that it never held.
Okay.
I also had to do another letter to INEC to say if anything happened like this, I didn't know. So, and
as the secretary of the party.
Yes.
Then, okay. But
yes.
Are you still insisting that the delegate congress never held in Abia State?
My brother, I am still insisting that it never held. And when I was suspended, I told them that I would want to see them challenge me anywhere, that the thing held. I expected our chairman to come to the public and say yes, it held. But I am surprised that this is 8 days after my suspension, he has not come back to debunk my statement. And rather what I read online, I was not served any paper to say that I've been suspended.
So as we speak, you've not been served any paper that you've been suspended?
I was not served. What I read online was that I was suspended for overreaching my office. I don't know what they mean by overreaching. And I said, by the provision of our party constitution, section 36, I am supposed to know the day-to-day running of that office. I am supposed to be the consultant of every correspondences of that secretariat. So, can there be anything like that without my knowledge? Can there be anything like that without me?
Are you saying that your suspension didn't follow due process?
Very, very well. I don't want to talk about the procedures of my suspension.
Okay.
Because to me, it is null and void. But like I told them, I would not go to the court. I would not approach the court. I'm not going to the court until I have exhausted the party mechanism for that.
Okay.
Because
but this, what you are telling us now, that this delegate Congress, this three-man delegate Congress didn't hold. This is contrary to the claims by the governor in the viral video informing his ward members about the success of the exercise in his ward, Ward 7 in Obingwa. I'm sure you've seen that video.
Yes, I saw that video, and I had always said that in that video there was no date mentioned when that exercise was done. And I said that it could be one of those attempts that we had scheduled to hold. And I know some people held it, and it did not hold. Finally, it was nullified.
All right.
So there is no magic about that. It is not strange. You can come and participate in an election and celebrate that it has been conducted, and after the thing did not go. And in that same viral video, there is no INEC presence, there is no police presence, and these are fundamental bodies that should witness the successful party congress.
All right. Let me, just before I let you go this morning, do you think this is connected to the zoning crisis rocking the party as we speak, the unprecedented zoning arrangement that the party announced ahead of the 2023 general elections?
I wouldn't attribute that to the zoning crisis. There is no crisis in the SWC as a zoning.
Okay. Because
we had agreed and we have zoned that remains the position of the SWC and the SO of the party. So for me, there is no crisis with the zoning. What I think is mismanagement of procedure.
Okay.
It's mismanagement.
All right. Barrister David.
And that same mismanagement is still going on. If you look at the person that signed the communique suspending me, is the zonal chairman of Abia North, who is now acting as assistant publicity secretary, whereas we have a subsisting assistant publicity secretary. When you have an assistant publicity secretary, why creating another acting publicity secretary? If not that you want to be mischievous.
All right, Barrister David Iroh, we will reach out to you as event unfolds in the PDP, and also concerning this suspension, and even as you fight back your position, like you said.
If I want to react on that suspension,
yes,
it might interest you to know that they went and brought back people that had already resigned as SWC members. The youth leader of the party, Patrick had resigned as a member of the SWC. They won him contest election.
Yes.
And then the publicity secretary, Chief Fabian Wampo, had also resigned to contest the office of the position of House of Assembly for Unochi State Constituency. But on that very day of my purported suspension, these people had to be invited to join the meeting. And in that same meeting, the youth leader was the person that moved the motion for my suspension, and the publicity secretary seconded it. So these things are concocted to just embarrass me. But for me, it is making me feel fulfilled that I have told Abians the truth. Because I feel whatever we need to do as a party, we must do it the proper way. All of us must be in the same page. In a situation where one or two persons will go behind and they don't do anything, person SWC members, I said no to that, and it is not possible. It is not going to work.
All right. Barrister Iroh, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning on the platform. We do appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
We do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It is still the platform. Anyways, let me bring you up to speed on this crisis rocking the PDP. One of the aspirants wrote to INEC through his solicitor, requesting for confirmation and receipt of letter from the PDP Abia State for rescheduled ward congresses in Abia State. And INEC wrote back to the solicitor, replied it, and said, and I quote, "Please refer to your letter dated 11th of May 2022 requesting confirmation for the commission in the receipt of the letter from the People's Democratic Party National Chairman and National Secretary that rescheduled the party's Abia State Ward Congresses that failed to hold on the 4th of May 2022. 2. This is to confirm that the last notice received from the PDP national headquarters was the one that scheduled the Abia State Ward Congresses for 4th of May 2022. Thank you. So that's it. The INEC letter was signed by Rose Oriere Anthony. She's the secretary to the commission.